it's fascinating to me how the the really great universities operate in this respect. If you get a sacred writ, I mean, you get in the finance department because you sign on, to whatever the present group thinks. And if they think the world is flat, you better think the world is flat too. And your students better answer that the world's flat when they get on exams. Business, I would say investment finance teaching in this country is in general is kind of pathetic.
Yeah. A huge majority of the business school teaching on the field of investment of passive portfolios of securities is not what we believe and not what Warren was taught years ago by Ben Graham. They're just little pockets of our attitude left. There's one at Stanford, Jack McDonald.
Yeah, sure.
And
that's graduate school.
It's graduate school. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting about that is I think it's the most popular course in the whole Stanford Business School. They've got some kind of a bidding system. And yet I asked Jack how he felt, and he said he felt lonely. He's got the most popular course, but in the whole professoriate dealing with investment matters, the Jack McDonalds are a little clan of their own in a side pocket, so to speak. Now they're right, and they can take whatever consolation they get from that. But mostly, if you go to business school, you will learn a lot of things we don't believe.
I mean, what you really want a course on investing to be is how to value a business. That's what the game is about. I mean, if you don't know how to value a business, you don't know how to value a stock. And if you look at what is being taught, I think you see very little of how to value a business. And the rest of it is playing around maybe with numbers or, Greek symbols or something of the sort. But it doesn't do you any good. I mean, in the end, you have to decide, whether you're going to value a business at $400 million or $600 million or $800 million, and then you compare that with the price. And that's what investing is. And I don't know any other kind of investing, basically to do. And that just isn't taught. And the reason it isn't taught is because there aren't teachers around, who know how to teach it. I mean, they don't know themselves. And since they don't know themselves, they teach something that says nobody knows anything, which is the efficient market theory. And if I didn't know how to do it, and if I ever teach physics, I'm going to come up with a theory that nobody knows anything, because it's the only way I can get through the day,
Well, I think the business schools do a pretty good job when it comes to accounting, or personnel management, or there are a whole lot of subjects I think they do quite well with, but they miss one enormous opportunity. If you learn to think intelligently about how to invest successfully in businesses, you'll become a much better business manager than you will if you aren't good at understanding what's required for successful investment. So they're missing a huge opportunity to improve the management profession by doing such a lousy job in teaching investment.
Yeah, see, Charlie and I see CEOs all the time who in a sense don't know how to think about the value of businesses they're acquiring, and then so they go out and hire investment bankers, and guess what? The investment banker tells them what to do. Tells them to do it because they get 20x if they do it and X if they don't do it, and guess how the advice comes out. So it's when a manager of a business feels helpless, which he won't say out loud, but inwardly feels helpless in the question of asset allocation, you've got a real problem. And they have not gone to business schools that have given them any real help, I think, in terms of learning how to think about valuation in businesses. And that's one of the reasons that we write and talk about it some, because there's a gap there.